Hello, this is Carlos, and today I'm going to be talking about the new app and what you can do with it, and I'm going to be walking you through the different steps of how to use it. So right now we are connected to the machine, and the top one is blue. So remember, if the top one is not blue, is that it's not connected, right? There is a problem with the connection, and this is important to know. So now I'm connecting. I recognize the USB, I say okay, and then it comes blue. So I can do two things. I can start rowing or go to the training plan. Start rowing is just regular rowing, and it will start counting time on meters. Training plan is when I want to set up a training with pieces or with intervals. So we're going to go to the start rowing first. So I'll click on start rowing, and it comes that window. So the first thing you need to know on this window is with the split. So the first thing you see here is that on the corner it says erg split. So erg split is the number you're going to get here on the split. It simulates a very close split to what you get on the stationary machine regular training. So it's an indication of a number you already are aware. You could see time, stroke rate, energy per stroke, we'll talk later, distance, and then three values out here that talk about the power curve we're going to talk later. So let's focus on that window of the erg split. If we don't do anything, it shows the erg split and is a number like on the stationary machine. But if we decide we want to change that, we have options. We'll click on the window, and the first thing it tells us is erg split is always 90 kilos. You cannot change the weight for erg split because it gives you always an erg split similar to the other row machine. But if you click on erg split, it gives you all the both classes. So let's say that I want to row in an 8. So 8 people like me will be in an 8, and then everyone in the 8 weighs what I weigh, which is, 70 kilos. It's only on kilos, no pounds. So you should convert your pounds into kilos. So if I am in an 8 with 70 kilos, what's the split I'm getting? That's the split that the machine will tell you. So even if it says here erg split, it will give me that one. You click OK, and now you see that the split it comes. On the top it says the 70 kilos and then the 8. So now if we row, we'll be getting a split for the speed of an 8 if 8 people are rowing like me weighing 70 kilos. So that's the same split we'll get in an 8. Now, let's say that same cell, we don't care about the split. So we want to work on watts. So we can click power here and say OK, and it gives watts. So now we're working on watts. The coach tells us, work today at 200 watts at stroke rate 18 and heart rate 150, and then we can work on watts and we don't care about the split. Another thing we can, and the watts don't change with the weight and the boat class, it's an independent number. Another thing we can do is work with energy per stroke, okay, and then it gives us the joules. So as we know in this one, we can work on the erg split, which could be the erg if we go to the top one, or we can go in a boat class, which each one of those boat class will be affected by the weight, or we can work on power and energy who are independent of the weight. So after I've been explaining you how to work with this big cell and change the different things with the split and the joules and the watts, now we can see that with all the other existing cells, if you click on them, you can change and put any of these cells. So for example, here the first one is peak force, and now we want to put, we want to get it empty. No, we want a number. You can choose empty, and then you can go back to peak force, or you can go and put power on it, wherever you want. So let's put it where I had it, peak force. Okay, so you can make the layout you want. So the last thing that we can do, we're on the start rowing. As I mentioned at the beginning, we've been playing with the split, the joules, the watts. The second is we've seen how with all these cells we can change and play with them. But now a very interesting thing, if you with your finger click in this cell over here in the power curve area, it tells you dynamic or static. So dynamic means that if you don't do anything, every time you draw a curve, you don't see it now, but every time you row, you will see your curve, and then the next time you row, you will see your curve doing with your curve that you just did before. It will compare with always the curve before. But if you click static, and that's very important, you click on static, so now it gives you the choice of stroke length, force, and peak force position. So the stroke length is the base of your curve. The force is how high the curve goes. And the peak force position is in which percentage of that base you are finding the maximum force, the maximum peak. So let's say that, and I want to change those values. You say that I want to row a stroke length, so I come here with my finger, I want to row a stroke length of 120 centimeters. So I slide to 120, 122, Then I say I want to row 450 newtons of height. So I come here and I slide 450. More or less, okay? And now I want to pick a 45%, which is like a typical peak force position. So now I'm here 45%, and I say, okay, so now during my whole workout, whatever strokes I do, I will be tracing this power curve. So let me show you how I do that. So now we are going to go to the training plan cell. We're going to click on it, and I'm going to show how you can set up a training. We're going to click on training plan, and we get that layout. So the first thing I want to show you is that those are the preset workouts. So we have a 2,000 meter piece, 5,000 meter piece, 10,000, 30 minutes. So if you click in any of those, say like we want to do a 2,000 meter piece, I click on it, and then it says 2,000 meter left. I can still put a power curve example I want to put here, then I want to follow on my 2K. I want to follow that all the time. Yeah, I can write it here, or I can take it out, whatever. So that's the choice of the preset workouts. We've been talking about how to do a preset one and the 2000. I've been explaining to you. So now we want to do one that is not here. I want to do a different workout. For example, 4 times 500 meters with 1 minute of rest between. So I'll click here on plan, and then I'll say I want to do 500 meters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I plus, and it comes here, and I want to do 1 minute rest, 1 minute here, the rest is always on time, and I put it here, and I want to do that 4 times, 2, 3, 4. So now I say save, but it tells me I need to name it. So I'll put here 500, you can put any name you want, times 4 with 1, I call it like that, minute off. So now I say okay, and then I have a name here, 500, 1 minute rest 4 times, and I say save. So now that workout comes here on the top. You see that this is like the preset ones, the ones that are on memory here are you cannot delete them, but this one gives you the choice to delete them. But now we're going to click on, I want to do it, so here it says preset, here it says custom. So I click on it, and then it gives me 500 meters left, 4 pieces. So, and it has different blocks, so if I will start the workout, it will 500, that will be the rest 500, and I will be seeing how I go. So I click here, and again, I want to do a power curve example for my 500 meter piece. So I come here, I need to click static so I can move it around, and then I just make it here, say okay, so I do my 500 meter piece. So if, for example, to show you how the workout will start, I'm ready here, and then I will start my first stroke, and then you could see that the meters are going down and the time is going up. We just did the 500 meter pieces, so if you want to see results, they will come when you finish the workout, a window with results that you will see, but if not, you can come back to the screen, and here the history shows you the results. So I'll click here, and this will be, it will list the 4 pieces of 500. Now I only rode 29 meters, so I come here and it gives me average. The cool thing is that then it gives me the choice, the whole workout. I want to email it, I'm on Wi-Fi, you click email here, and you say your email, you know, at .com, and then next come here, and then the cool thing about the comment, you say why you need a comment, because when you get the email, you think about that a lot of people are sending the email to one email of the coach, so you can say you know, this workout is Peter, and we did 4 by 500, and today is, you know, 4/3, you know, 2015. So then now you say done, and then you email, and then the email receives the file of the workout, but it says who is the person who did the workout, and what workout, and the date of the workout, and it sends it. I'm going to show you 2 little quick things. First one is we put the 500 meter pieces times 4 here. So because it's a custom workout, if I click here, are you sure you want to delete it? I click yes, and it deletes it. So that's how you can delete the ones customs. This one, it doesn't allow me to do it, but the ones you or somebody plans that you don't like, you can delete them like that. If we come to plan again, where we're going to set up the training plan, one of the cool things here is I want to do a 1,000 meter piece. I put it here, 1,000 meter piece. Rest is always on time. I want to rest 2 minutes. I put it here, but now I want to do a 500 meter piece. So I put 500 and I put it here. Now I want to rest 1 minute. I put it here, and now I want to do 30 strokes all out, max. And I put it here. So and then I want to rest 30 seconds. I put it here. And now I want to do 20 seconds all out. So what you could see is you can mix meters, rest is always time, with strokes, rest is always time with time. So you can use distance, strokes, or time as a work, and rest is time. And then I can say save. I write something here, and I say done, and I say save it, and it comes here. And if I click here, you see, is all the pieces. First it starts with 1,000 meters, then it will be the 500, and the time is changing. Now you're more familiar with the app and its features and how to use it. This has been Carlos. Thank you for watching.